Hey guys, what is going on? This is Travis P11. I'd like to welcome you back to the channel. And today we are taking the JTS M12 AK pattern 12 gauge shotgun to the range. We're going to go ahead and break it in initially with some Winchester 12 gauge double-aught buck running 1,325 feet per second, 2 3/4 inch shell. Here's just an example of some of the different types of ammo we're going to attempt to run through it. Now, the one thing about the shotgun that's a little bit different is the fact that you need to adjust the gas while you're running it, otherwise there's a possibility it won't cycle. So, they recommend breaking it in with ammo that runs at least 1,300 feet per second or faster. So when we get out there, we get set up on the range. I'm going to start with the gas setting on 3, and then if it cycles, we'll move it down to 2. If it doesn't cycle, we'll put it back on 3, and so on. So if there's anything here I'm not allowed to shoot at the patterning board, obviously it's not going to happen, but what we'll do is we'll just announce each ammo each time. We'll just do 5 rounds through it and go from there. Again, we'll break it in with 20 rounds of the double-aught buck. All right, let's go ahead and let's hit the range.
Guys, here we go. JTS shotgun. We're going to break it in. We're going to go on setting number 3 of the gas port. It should cycle on this. We're going to do 5 rounds of 3, maybe 10 rounds of setting on 3, and then try to turn it down to 2 and see if it's going to work. So this is the Winchester 12 gauge, 2 3/4 inch shells, 1325 velocity, number 9 pellets. I'm sorry, 9 pellets of double-aught buck. Let's see here, and we'll call off each of those types of ammo as we shoot it. So, one thing about this, it does have a 3-inch chamber, and I do have some 3-inch, I think, let's see here, yeah, some 3-inch Winchester Super X. So, all right, here goes nothing. Oh, no problem at all. Nice. Okay, so the kick is really not that bad. Honestly, I hate to say it, it kind of feels like a 308. It's really not that bad. Throwing the shells in a nice, probably 2 o'clock pattern right now. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and do another 5 on setting 3. Yeah, I mean, there's so much weight here, like, how could you really even notice the recoil? This thing this weighs about 8 pounds, so. All right, here we go. Another 5. Okay. All right. All right. So what I'm going to do now is turn the gas valve down to 2 and see if it's going to cycle the Winchester Super X 12 gauge buckshot at that setting. Okay, we'll be right back. All right, here we go. Gas port setting of 2, more of the double-aught buck, 10-round mag. If it doesn't cycle properly, I'll take it back to 3, no problems. Manual says that's what's going to happen. All right, here we go. So the ejection's a little bit weaker. Really not a big deal though. It's kind of putting it more, a little past like 2 o'clock instead of a 1 o'clock pattern like we had before. All right, there we go, all clear. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and continue with some expert steel shot, 1,300 feet per second velocity. All right, so up next we got the Winchester Expert Steel Shot, 12 gauge, 2 3/4 inch shells, 1,300 feet per second velocity, 1 ounce, number 7 shot. 5 rounds on gas port setting of number 2. Oh, you can definitely feel the reduction in the recoil from what I was feeling from that buckshot. It's probably maybe 20% less recoil, 25% less than what I'm feeling than before. I think that's number 5. So I'm pretty happy it's running on gas port setting number 2. Okay, up next, Winchester Super X, 1 3/8 ounce shot, 3-inch rounds. We'll see how it handles the 3-inch rounds. 12 gauge again, and BB steel shot. All right, here goes nothing. A little bit harder hitting. Oh yeah, it slams pretty good. Feels a lot like a buckshot. And that should be 5. Done. So the gun is holding together really well right now. All right, let's bring it back for something a little bit lighter. Okay, up next we've got something a little bit cheaper, some Fiocchi Target Max 12 gauge, 1 1/8 of an ounce, 2 3/4 inch shells, 1,200 feet per second. number 7.5 shot. So I'm gonna run it on 2, even though according to the manual it says you could or should run it on 3. So this may be a little bit under gas to cycle it because it's gonna be a much lighter load. If it jams, we're gonna switch it over to 3. All right, hang tight, here we go. Okay, now that, incredibly light, incredibly light. So it's throwing like the shell is straight forward, so it's not, okay, this is okay to run on this setting, but you probably want to go 3 to get a better throw, but we are under gassing it just a little bit. Yep, there we go, there's one of them. All right, last one. Yeah, okay, so on that Fiocchi, that 1200 feet per second stuff, you're gonna want to definitely open it up to 3. We're gonna do that for the next couple boxes. All right, guys, we're gonna go and continue now. So the settings are, setting number 3 is 1250 to 1375 for velocity. Setting number 2 is 1350 to 1475, and then setting number 1 is 1450, feet per second. So we're just gonna run setting number 3 for the rest of what we have here. Guarantee it's gonna cycle. You're gonna run a light target load. You definitely wanna keep it on setting 3. Try running 2, but as we saw with that Fiocchi, we started having some issues later on, so. All right, here we go. This time we're gonna shoot some Winchester Super Target, 2 3/4 inch, 1200 feet per second velocity, 1 1/8 ounce, 7.5 shot. All right, let's see how it feels. And this is, again, Super Target. All right, no problem. Excellent. All right, great. Okay, we'll move on to some Federal. All right, so let's go ahead and continue, guys. We've got some Federal multi-purpose load. Let's see, 12 gauge, 2 3/4 inch, 1 1/8 ounce, 7.5 shot again, 1200 feet per second. We'll see if it keeps cycling this light stuff. So far, we've been doing pretty good. Gas block does get pretty hot, so just keep that in mind if you're gonna be shooting this thing a lot. All right, no problems with the Federal. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay, here we go. Up next, we have Winchester light target load. I'm assuming 1200 feet per second. I don't know, it's not listed on the box. 2 3/4 inch shell, 1 1/8 ounce shot, 7.5 shot. It says AA limited edition, so. All right, let's try it. Okay, no problems there. All right, 2 more different types of ammo to test out. Hang on. Okay, up next we've got some Winchester Dry Lock Super Steel, 12 gauge, 2 3/4 inch, 1 1/8 ounce, number 2 steel shot. A little more kick to it. All right. Oh, we had one that did not, I think we had a jam there, didn't we? At the very end, it did not extract.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and watch the video, so. All right, okay, so we had one that did not extract. That's interesting. All right, so we'll go ahead and move on to the Federal lead, and then we'll call it good. Okay, so I should probably tell you some of these boxes are fairly old, but again, still, if you've got newer ammo, newer production ammo, you should have less issues. We're gonna do another 5 of that dry lock. We did have one that didn't go off. I'm not gonna reach over the firing line to grab it, but we'll take a look at it later and see if it was a light primer strike or try to figure out what happened. So let's do another 5 with the Winchester dry lock and see if she will cycle for us with no problems. It is launching that. It is launching those holes. Okay, that's good. May have just been a dud, it's hard telling. All right, last round, and we'll see what we got left. Okay, last but certainly not least is the Federal Ammunition Game Load Lead. This is, again, a 2 3/4 inch shell, 1 ounce shot, 7.5 shot, 12 gauge. If there's anything that I learned from today's range test, it is just keep it on setting 3. You really can't go wrong. You can try it on 2, but if you're running some lower velocity stuff, 1200 feet per second and below, you're probably gonna need setting 3 anyway. And the hotter you run of a round through it, the better it's gonna cycle for the most part. So, all right, here we go. Let's finish it up. Oh, that is so light. That's like nothing. That's 5. All right, so other than a few of those Fiocchi rounds having some problems cycling because we had turned down the gas regulator at that point, we're gonna call this one a win. All right, let's bring it back for a few final words. All right, guys, JTS M12 shotgun. We had a good time shooting it today. I'm pretty much gonna keep that Winchester double-aught buck in the magazines all the time. Pros, it runs many different types of ammo well. You just gotta make sure you know what the regulator setting is on that gas block up on the front there. Cons, magazines are a little bit pricey, and I'll put a link to my unboxing overview and my cleaning video at the end of this video. You guys can check it out if you're interested in it. Like I said, I picked this up online for less than $300. Again, very, very cool, and the JTS website does have different choke tubes you can get for it too. We just ran, I can't remember if it was the modified choke tube that comes with it. No problems at all. Like I said, we had a couple times where, you know, we had a few stoppages, but that's because of the gas setting. And again, if you just follow the settings, the instruction manual, you can't miss it, but kind of tune it for whatever round you want to shoot the most, and I don't think you're going to be disappointed. Nothing broke or fell apart. It all seems really solid right now. And just watch out, because that gas tube area up here, this gas regulator, gets pretty hot during shooting. But the handguard, not a problem at all. So recoil's going to depend on whatever you run through it, so just keep that in mind. So anyway, this is Travis P11, guys. I want to thank you guys for watching. Have fun, be safe, and as you know, we will see you soon. All right, take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.